Okay guys, this is what we got here. I got the transmission out from underneath the truck. It's pretty dirty. It's not too bad. It wasn't too bad to take out. But as you can tell, it's very dirty, full of dirt, grease. Here's some shavings from the clutch underneath there. Throwout bearing is not looking too good, but it's not too bad either, I guess. But yeah, it was quite a chore pulling it out, or at least as to say, getting everything out from underneath the truck. The transmission wasn't actually too bad to pull. It went a lot better than I expected. A couple floor jacks, one underneath by the bell housing, the other one we just set underneath the transmission here, and yeah, it went pretty smoothly actually. But so yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up with some brake clean, brush it down a little bit, and then I'll send it in, have them do that, rebuild it, transfer case out of it. I'm gonna ask them if they can rebuild this too, if they can. I don't know if you can or not, or what there is to rebuild, but I washed it up a little bit. Still have to drain the oil out of it, but we'll see how that goes. Here's the clutch. This thing is pretty much shot. I mean, well, I've seen worse clutches, but the thing wasn't slipping all the time. But when I turned up my program, or my chip in the truck, to like 3 or 4, and then you hammer it, the clutch will slip. I had burnt it a couple times by accident when I went in the ditch once in the winter time. Burnt the clutch by accident, but you can see like this spring is really bad. It's completely wore out in here, but yeah, it's bad. So you can kind of see the burn marks a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can't really see it, but there's burn marks on the flywheel and the pressure plate. But otherwise, besides that, it's not too bad. I am getting a South Bend clutch from Thoroughbred Diesel. Let's see, it's like $1,100, I think. It's rated for 650 horse, 1,300 foot-pounds of torque, dual disc clutch. So that will come with obviously 2 discs, new flywheel, throwout bearing. It'll come with new fork here on it. It'll come with pilot bearing in it and things like that. I also did notice underneath my my slave cylinder boot for the clutch is ripped, so I ordered another one of those. It's supposed to be a heavier duty slave cylinder. They said adjustable, so I should be able to adjust the for when it engages and disengages, I believe, if I read it right. But yeah, and my shifter too, I pulled this out. As you can tell, it's got a rip in it, so hopefully not too much dirt and dust got in the transmission. But I will be getting the short throw shifter for that, so that will be all new piece. But yeah, that's what I got so far. I'm just gonna, yeah, like I said, use brake cleaner, clean it up a little bit, get some of that gunk out, and bring it in. And next we'll move on to pulling the engine out, hopefully start disconnecting, pull the bumper off, pull the front bracket, radiators, everything out, disconnect all the wiring, and get that motor out. And I have to go buy an engine stand from Northern Tool probably. They have a 2,000 pound engine stand that I'm gonna buy, and throw the engine up on that and start tearing down. Hopefully I'll take some videos of that. I am going to be taking videos with like my GoPro, like on my head or whatever, and then videotaping everything. Like, I want to make sure that I get this put back together exactly the way it's supposed to be, so I'll wear a GoPro the whole time as I take this all apart, so that way if I have questions about how I'm putting it back together, I just have to go back and replay the video, and I, watch it like backwards almost. And put it back together. But here's my carrier bearing for my drive shaft. I have to get a new one of those. This is the way I found it, actually. Like, it was just hanging like this, not even on the bearing. Like, this bearing actually feels good. It's not making no noise, no nothing, but all the rubber is completely shot and ripped and trash, and that's why it fell off. But yeah, so that's what I got for now. Take another video shortly here of when I get the next thing out, or pulling the motor out. We'll go from there. So, okey-dokey. This is a 6-speed manual transmission out of this thing. NV5600. That's what it is. So, awesome. Well, see you in the next video.